Hey, how you guys doing? It's Coach T here, Terrell Sally Holloman with Living Loving You Well, the name of my company. And yes, I'm here by myself. All the folks that follow Coach Kim and I'm here by myself. She is traveling. Oh my gosh, this woman travels so much, and I love her so much. But I'm really missing her today. But I just want to let you guys know you're here at Honor Your Health, and we are streaming from Facebook, my personal page, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So shout out to everyone that's here and stuff like that. And, so that we can get going on this, get going really quickly on this. So today, I want to bring to our attention that a holiday is coming up here in America because I know I have people that follow us all over the world. We have something called Thanksgiving, and it's next week. So look out for a special Thanksgiving edition for Honor Your Health. Okay, just wanted to get you up on that. But for now, I just want to get you prepared because I know a lot of us are going to be traveling next week. A lot of us are going to have folks over. You're going over to folks' house, and I tell you, food is the biggest thing that we can do in terms of really preparing ourselves for this holiday. Okay, so I have some thoughts with regard to that, and a big question for as you guys are watching live or whether you get on the replay is this. I want you to start really thinking how you can start prepping a healthier version for your favorite Thanksgiving dish. Or maybe dishes. Let's be bold about it. Maybe it can be more than one dish. But I want to really go to the first one that most people, at least in my family, we go to dessert first. I know it's crazy, but we go to dessert first. So the popular uh, desserts during this holiday time of the season is usually apple pie, pumpkin pie, and sweet potato pie. It's probably pumpkin and sweet potato even over the apple pie. So, what ways can we really start looking at ways preparing and kind of making it more healthy for ourselves? Well, the first thing, the sugar. Okay, I know a lot of us use sugar and butter. Some of us might be putting in stuff like even a little bit of liquor in it. I know, people have done that before, but let's find ways that we can cut down the sugar, maybe add less sugar in it or find a substitute that can work. Now, I know there's plenty of them and we can go all day with regard to all the different kind of sugars that are available to you, but really look really diligently, read the labels and see what you can do in reference to that because we know having sweets can definitely get us started in regard to eating more sweets. So we want to be cognizant of our desserts. What can you do to really help get that down? And yes, Coach Kim is coming in from, I believe she's hanging in the West over there, but she said, yeah, cut down the sugar. And if it's the case, sometimes I know you want to eat the pumpkin pie, the sweet potato pie, and apple pie all in one night. How about only trying one? And maybe just one slice of it. That could even be a healthier way of doing it. I know Thanksgiving, we give ourselves like this big doorway to eat so much food like we're never going to eat again. I don't understand it. Anyway, so I thought about desserts. And I know people make cakes, is a big one too. Pound cakes, chocolate cake, German whatever. You got all kinds of cakes. Again, the sugar content and how much butter and stuff we're putting in that. Another big one I thought about for a lot of us, at least in my, my community, mac and cheese is a big one. I've heard so many people put 7 different layers of cheese on there, and then the eggs and the milk and stuff like that. You can definitely find ways to cut down on the mac and cheese. You might not like to hear that because what we have done in the past, because we eat a lot of plant-based food, is that my husband has actually exchanged having fat cheeses in the mac and cheese and put a plant-based one. Now, you might say, "What? Are you kidding me?" But when I tried it last year, I was saying, this tastes like regular macaroni and cheese, baked macaroni and cheese. I couldn't believe it. He had figured it out. Now, I'm not expecting anyone to do what he did because it took him quite a number of samples to do that in terms of making it. But finding ways we can even change the pasta. We don't have to have regular white gluten pasta. You can try, spinach pasta or a healthier pasta. These are ways we can find to kind of change the pattern in terms of what we eat, so we can still enjoy it. I just feel that when we have all of this extra, you get extra in your body and it clogs up the system in terms of your blood and all the things that go on in your body. So I also thought about this. Another big one in my community is potato salad. I love, love, love. A lot of people love potato salad. So potato salad, what happens? Usually adding sugar, some kind of like relish in it. Some people put eggs in it. There's a lot of mayonnaise, and mayonnaise has a lot of fat in it. So a way to change the potato salad, potentially find a substitute instead of regular mayonnaise. Hey, try a vegan one. I mean, we use a vegan one that's pretty consistent with the taste of mayonnaise. You can have avocado based one. You can have an olive oil based one. There's so many different kinds you can try and really get that going. So that's another option. Also, having more vegetables at Thanksgiving can give you a head start. Like the collard greens don't always have to have ham in it, okay? Collard greens can have turkey or nothing in it, okay? There's green beans, there's green bean casserole. We don't have to make a casserole, right? We could just make straight green beans. There's turnip greens. There's so many different vegetables that we can eat. We don't always have to laden them with sugar or salt or some fat back in it. That's, I know that was a way that maybe our grandparents worked in terms of doing that because they didn't have nothing else. But we have a lot of different opportunities, guys, to make some changes for ourselves, especially for our health. We want to work through this holiday season feeling good, not feeling slow and tired and like I'm ready to go to bed after I just ate my food. We don't want that, right? Because we're honoring our health. Another thing I thought about in certain communities or maybe certain places when you go for Thanksgiving, a lot of people like appetizers. They bring in all these extra stuff with the crackers and cheese and nothing's wrong with nuts and seeds. You can definitely have nuts and seeds, but they might be bringing in other appetizers. I know some cultures do a lot of what's it called antipasto, which is salami and the hams and stuff like that. Those definitely eating that a lot can easily clog up the blood in your system. So just be cognizant of that, especially if you want to enjoy the real meal. Spend some time less with the appetizers, more time hanging out with the folks that are there, so you're not attracted to the table and constantly nitpicking and eating and eating. I'm going to share a quick tip on this too, because I've learned over the years, especially with, working with my own concerns and stuff with my weight at times. I have learned to step away, step away where all the food is, for one. And for two, another thing I do is I wear clothes that are not loose. I wear tight clothes so that when my stomach is full, I can't put another thing in my mouth. So that's a cool tip for anyone that's interested. Wear tighter jeans or pants so that you can't fit the food in instead of sweatpants or leggings, because it's very easy to eat even more food when we do that. So changing up your clothes. Now, the next area in terms of, having a healthier Thanksgiving, I thought about that. And, we talked about the dishes, and you can definitely change up on that because the biggest things are sugar and salt and butter. Those are three big things in Thanksgiving. I noticed that a lot of us have in there: sugar, butter, and salt. And those can definitely increase your blood pressure. They can work worse damage on somebody that's diabetic or any other kind of condition you might have. Everything that is not totally whole in reference to your body and you're dealing with some kind of health condition, anything like this can cause what we call inflammation in the system. Okay, so we want to be careful of that. Now, I'll tell you one thing. Thanksgiving, I know we're traveling. I know we're all excited to see everybody, but how about getting up and exercising? I know that is just too much to do. You don't sit up all night cooking, and baking the cakes and baking the pies and getting the turkey in or the ham or whatever, the chicken, whatever you're doing, right? Now you got to get up and exercise. I'm telling you, that is the best thing you can do for your body. It's move it. I know my neighborhood in the next town over, they have the turkey trot. And I'm sure they're having that in a lot of different towns and stuff across the United States. It's a 5K, which is only 3.2 miles, and you can walk it. You don't have to run it. Just imagine coming back from something like that and feeling refreshed. If you're not into walking, hey, you could do weight training, you could do the treadmill, you could go if you're near a pool or you're in the warm areas of the United States, do a couple of laps in terms of the swimming. You can find something to do. You can dance. Put on some great music. People are there from the night before. Put on some oldies. Put on something that really jams. Put on some gospel music. Whatever floats your boat to get you to move that body before you eat that first food of your fork full of food. That's what I meant to say. Okay, move that body. Move that body, because you know, once you start eating, some of us get sleepitis, especially turkey. Turkey does that, has tryptophans in it, and it causes you to fall asleep. So we want to move our bodies. Now, also, if you're on a challenge, you can even work out after the food has settled. Take a walk. You know, hey, I know folks that what they do with some churches even, they have like football games before they actually go and have their Thanksgiving dinner. So find a way to move, guys, because that can really help you that day on Thanksgiving. Also, playing with the children that are in your house or grandchildren, get them outside, get them to play some soccer or some double dutch or rope or something. Get them moving too. Why not? Why are we sitting around if you're not the one definitely cooking, or you have help cooking, or maybe you catered your affairs? Some people cater their affair for Thanksgiving. Why not have fun while we are waiting for stuff to cook? Okay, or before the time that you're really ready to sit down. Now, I also want to talk about folks that are dealing with this season, which is not an easy season. Okay, let's be honest. This Thanksgiving, a lot of us have lost some beautiful people in our lives. A lot of us have lost some people that we don't doesn't matter to us or whatever, but we have lost loved ones in our lives, right? So some of us might be, feeling the grief or just kind of reminiscing about stuff, and you're feeling kind of lonely. So this is an opportunity, folks, to volunteer your time. Okay, a lot of churches are looking for people to help make Thanksgiving baskets, or deliver them to people that day that are less fortunate. Or do it with your family. Maybe it's a case where, as a family, you guys want to take some time and go to your local church or shelter or food bank and ask, how can I help? How can I serve? How can I give of my time? We don't always have to give money, folks. We don't always have to give a gift card or something. You can give of your time, and people feel so much love when you do that. So that's another idea to do on Thanksgiving before you have your dinner. To give of yourself for that person that might be feeling a little bit lonely, or you might be feeling a little bit lonely, okay, because you're by yourself. Or maybe you travel somewhere, you're a student, and you haven't had a chance to come back home during the college holidays. Find a host family, or find somewhere you can serve in the community, because during this season is a season of giving, which we should be giving all year round. But we know, especially here in America, it really is a big thing. And we're just celebrating veterans this weekend, right? So happy veterans, belated Veterans Day for all of our folks that have stood the test of time for America in terms of keeping us safe. So we want to shout out to them too. So these are the three areas that I really felt that I can share with you on how to prep and make it a healthier version. Besides just the dishes, we can work out, we can give of our time, we can also call people who we haven't seen, text people, send a card, send some flowers or a gift or something like that, just saying that I really love you, and I really want you to know that I'm thinking of you this holiday season, because I know you're missing so and so. So let's not forget that, guys. Let's not forget get that. So I hope this just helped you. It's just a brief, snippet of what we can do. And I just want to remind everyone too that you've probably seen on social media about a week ago that my book is out. But now I found out that it's actually published. So that's even better. So if you want to get your own copy, I'm doing what's called pre-orders before. Let me see if I can put this up here. Let's see, did it work? Yes. If you want to get your pre-order copy like now, because they should be coming before the end of the month. Anyone ordering before the end of the month can get a pre-order copy from me, signed personally from me, in reference to my book. It's called Embarrassed to Empowered, A Healing Lupus Story. This is a great gift for anyone in your life or someone, because after that, no more pre-orders, okay? So just wanted to let everybody know that. So be good. And again, we will see you next week. We're going to have a special Thanksgiving edition. So you definitely want to show up, put it on your calendar, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to have a Thanksgiving edition. So come on through on the 21st. So everyone be good. And I will see you again. Coach T out.